I am currently recovering from surgery, but if you don't know who I am, I used to look like this. Now I look like this. And this is a video on one of the things that helped me get there.
I'm going to be taking you guys through an at-home workout where all you need is dumbbells. This workout will help you build muscle in your legs as well as strength and power, stability, and overall just athleticism in general. It's also beginner friendly. I have different variations for each workout if you're unable to do the one I have, or you can make it harder if you want. Fitness is not one size fits all, so you're going to have to trial and error it. Find out what works for you and what doesn't. So for my warm-up, I walked this guy, Artie. He's my landlord's dog. I am his nanny. I nanny him and his brother and do a little housekeeping in exchange for a heavy discount on rent. Next, I did some leg swings. Holding onto the chair for balance, you don't have to do that. I did them both laterally and the other way. I also just did some bodyweight squats just to get used to squatting. Then I started the first movement. I did it without weight because I'm still in the process of warming up. You want to do like a couple sets warming up for your first movement before you get to your working weight. So I did a couple sets body weight right here on a Bulgarian split squat. So it's a type of one-legged squat you can do. The foot in the back on the chair is just meant for balance. You're not really supposed to be like using it as assistance to help you back up. If you lean a little bit more forward, you'll emphasize glute. If you lean a bit more back, you'll emphasize quads. It's really up to you. I recommend switching it up. If you cannot do them, you can do body weight squats. You can hold a weight and do some squats. You can even do like box squats or chair squats. If you can't do like full squats yet, you can just sit down on the chair and get back up until you can no longer do that, and then that's a set. Next up, I did some RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, which is a hip hinge movement. It's mostly glutes and hamstrings. You're not really like trying to lean forward and bend your spine. You're more pushing your hips back until they can't go any farther back. That's about the time my knees start bending, so I'm like, okay, I should probably come back up. And you really want to squeeze your glutes on the way back up to straighten up your body and like less spinal erectors, is that the word? But yeah, I also did that for 3 sets. So I did Bulgarian split squats, 3 sets of 6 to 8. Romanian deadlifts, I did 3 sets of 10 to 12. I do lower weight, higher reps for that exercise because I have a bad back. So I know if I were to go heavier, I would just feel it all in my back instead of my hamstrings and my glutes where I'm supposed to. But we're working on it. The next exercise is also sort of a hip hinge, but it also has a bit of like a squat element to it. You do use some of your quads. It is a hip thrust or a glute bridge. If you don't want to add weight or don't have weights, you can always do them one-legged. There's different body weight versions you can do to make it harder, or you can just do regular glute bridges. You can add weight if you have a barbell, whatever you can do to make it more difficult or less difficult. And really, you shouldn't need much more leg work after that, but if you want a little bit more quad stimulus, you can do what's called sissy squats, which is kind of a more athletic version of the leg extension because you engage your core because you have to keep your body straight the entire time. And then usually I'll add core to the end of my leg day. I'm not going to show it because I definitely did it. I just didn't record myself doing planks on just normal planks and then on each side for a minute, 2 times each side. I'm also going to be posting some at-home push-pull upper body days and some gym legs upper push-pull videos. So look forward to those.